Broken promises. A dimly lit, curtained living room. James, a middle aged man, sits on a worn out couch, clutching a letter in his trembling hands. Emma, his daughter, paces nervously back and forth. James, with a heavy sigh. Emma, I wish I had listened to you sooner. I should have taken your advice. Emma pauses, then softly. Dad, I warned you about investigating in that company. You had neither seen their financial records nor researched their history. James, reflecting with regret. You're right, sweetheart. I trust George, my so called financial advisor. He had persuaded me to pull all my savings into it. Emma, gently. Dad, you should have taken control yourself. I've been telling you that for years. James, shaking his head. I know, I know. I had always let others make decisions for me. It's time I learned to take charge of my own life. Emma, concerned. It's not too late, Dad. We can try to recover some of the losses, but you must take the lead this time. James, determined. I will, Emma. This letter from the bank. It's a wake up call. I'll make things right, even if it means starting from the scratch.
Scene 2. That night James had taken a big decision, full of hatred and resentment, but with a firm decision to get out of that serious problem. He headed to one of the most dangerous places in the city, the Silent Darkness Bar. This place and many others were owned by the famous gangster, Damian, a dangerous aristocrat who over the years had accused of crime, fraud, money laundering, and extortion. James enters the bar with determination and confidence, but trembling. Looked at Damian, who had sat alone in a lonely dark corner of the bar, and addressed him. "Mr. Damian, can I talk to you?" Damian, look at him. Mr. James looks quite nervous. "Do you have an appointment with me, Mr. James?" "I'm James, no sir. It's an emergency situation. If I had not had the courtesy of making an appointment, I don't like being inopportune." Damian interrupts James. "Neither I do like, Mr. John." Damian answered in a authoritative tone. "James, my time is very important. I had been forever a businessman. If you are here, I hope it is to talk to me about business. Otherwise, you will regret having ruined my evening." James answered scared. "No, sir. I am a widower. I live alone with my daughter. I made a bad decision and I lost all my savings and investments. I have heard that you private work and very well paid." Damian, losing his patience, he answered, "My jobs are usually dangerous. What can you do for me, James?" James, "I am an accountant. I have extensive knowledge about how to invest and manage money. If you accept, it is at your disposal to manage your finances. Damian takes a bit of this cigarette. I just ran out of an accountant. The previous one did things wrong and I had to take action. Are you sure you can handle this responsibility? You will earn very good money. James, I hope don't regret this. He thinks. I accepted the job, but I have one condition. I had wanted you to help me with a murder. Damien squints maliciously. Wow, you are daring. What condition? James, gathering courage, he says. I want you to help me have revenge on the person who had stolen my savings. I want him to pay for all the damage he has caused me. Damien relaxes in his chair and drinks a little wine from his glass. Of course, no problem. That's nothing to me. But in exchange for that favor, you will let me have a date with your daughter. I'm still a young man, and I need to distract myself. What do you say?
Beginning the scene, Damian addresses James with an intense look. Damian staring at James. So James, we have an agreement. I'll give you a job and protection, and you'll help me manage my finances. However, how do you plan to get back at the person who did this to you? James takes a deep breath. Mr. Damian, the man behind my fall is called George. He had hidden behind a veneer of respectability. No one knew about his illegal activities until now you or the law answers. Damian furrowed his brow. What do you say, James? James, I need you to provide me with information about George, his financial activities and connection. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to uncover his true nature and expose him. Damian smirking maliciously. That sounds intriguing. We could use some of my men to investigate him. I'll empower you with the resources you need. James not gratefully. James. Also, Mr. Damian, I need my daughter Emma to be faced. I don't want her to get involved in this dangerous game. Damian is stroking his chin. Very well, I'll kick her face. But in time, I'll require that day you mentioned earlier. James looks uncomfortable even so not. James. I agree. But only after George is exposed and has paid for what he's done. Damian extends his hand, sealing the deal.
At midnight, Emma waits for her father at home, desperate because of the time. Suddenly, she hears the sound of her father's car parking outside the house and sighs with relief. At least he's at home. Dad, I couldn't sleep thinking about where you were at. You just left without telling me. I also feel overwhelmed about being poor. Don't worry, honey. Let's say I already got a job and an essential partner to catch George and make him pay for what he did. Dad, are you serious? But what job and who is your partner? I am freaking out. So am I, but don't worry, I have everything under control. Stop! Tell me the truth! I don't want more secrets between us! Okay, I'll tell you, but please calm down. I will work for Damian. What Damian? The Damian, the entrepreneur. How come? He's not an entrepreneur, he's a delinquent, and you know it. I don't want to end up dismembered because I became the daughter of a gangster. Neither do I. But it's too late now, and you are involved. What's happening? How am I involved? Calm down, sweetie. If not, you're going to faint. Darling, that man told me that if I wanted to be part of the business, you will have to go on a date with him. I hate the idea of dating a gangster. I am not a prostitute, and I don't want to do it. Neither do I. But Damian doesn't accept a no for an answer, and you know it. Okay, I'll do it. But just because I want revenge, you know? I am not a peasant. I have always lived wealthy, and it's something I am not giving up. I will do anything to recover my status, and I will live the life Mom have planned for me. I also have to admit that if I seduce the man, he will help me to make George pay for what he did, either with money or blood. So I'll get my revenge served. Darling, your date is tomorrow. At 8 o'clock, Damian will be here to take you to El Gato Negro. Oh no, I don't have time to prepare myself, but I'll get over my disgust. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Next day, Emma wakes up and goes to the salon to get her hair and her nails done. Her beautiful nails, red as the scarlet and shiny as the moon. Then she gets home to finish preparing for her important night event. She takes from her closet the most beautiful red dress she has that matches perfect with her pale skin, her beautiful brown hair, and her red lipstick, and the magical liner that makes her sight beauty and deep. She leaves the bathroom feeling empowered, and she heard the following words: Darling, your date is here. It's time to take my future in my hands, she thinks inside her head. Emma comes to the stairs, and the room lights up. Damian sees her and gets petrified. Emma lowers her gaze and gets surprised with what she sees. She thinks inside her head, oh my god, I wouldn't imagine. I thought he was going to be like a scared face, but this Damian is nothing like I imagined. Emma's sight is fixed on him, and she can't believe her eyes. A slender body, white shoulders, and strong arms, well shaped by his elegant and nicely tailored shirt, pink lips, a manly and contoured face, and blue eyes as the skies. Emma, thinking inside her head, oh God, I will really enjoy my sweet revenge. And with this romantic and shock